what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Set them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Block now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Block off of play action. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Payne on the stop.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Running right through it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going. Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but incomplete. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Following the penalty, Chubb. And some space here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
At the line of scrimmage.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
10. At the
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. On tape, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? but he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by Wally Upman. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Running is Jacobs, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Come on now. And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It don't matter. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Play action. Now it's Locke. His throw incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Jacobs now, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. It's a sack. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Curry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket, and when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball, throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First down, Broncos.
Lock now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They run it with Jacobs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
And it's third down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt.
You're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the reason we bad for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Locke to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Clock now on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone.
Oh, a heck of a move.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
This one across the 45 before he's brought down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll look to throw here. That's a screen pass. That's good play. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Now a carry for Jacobs. Tanner Muse there defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Darren Lee, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They do go for it. It's Locke. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pick up there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Waynes.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. gets to the 20 before he's dropped.
Number 16.
11 more on that one and another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Jacobs again, the ball
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Block off of play action. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
31. Raiders 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 3 points separating these 2 sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's back to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They toss it left side to Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
At the Broncos' 4-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Chubb brought down at the 2-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Over the middle, complete to Judy. Before he takes it across the